National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit up! 180! Sit up! 180! Sit up! 180! Shot! Sit up!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Shedding the tackle, it gives him some room. Inside the 10. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And look at this Baltimore defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Play action. Stroud now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Stroud to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down, and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defensive alarm play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down. The Ravens hit 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides right now. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 38. Barkley, inside handoff. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. And it's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Another nice play there, and they've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Now Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Well, he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. Shifts by him. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that time.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
That is caught with Sean Bateman. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 31-yard.
And his kick here is good. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Stroud looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Swap. Another swap.
Stroud looking to change the play. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. You pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And Stroud now to throw. Now a run here off the RP. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
180. 180. 180. Switch. Middle. No, we changed it. Finish it up. Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Will go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Oh, 118. That's right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
All right. Nike Texas. Look hot.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room, maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed him.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete on the coverage. A little too good there. And it's second down.
No, we changed it. 180. What? 180. Next shot.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Watch quit. 18. What's up? 19 Texas.
Final play of the half. Stroud going up top. That is incomplete. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
18. What's up?
It's Barkley on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Stroud. This short throw caught by Goddard. With a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
All right. Get him. 18. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But he did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ready. Tonight. Yeah. Go. Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
191 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
180. 180. Middle.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
We change it.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sit hot. 180.
Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Sit hot. 180.
Jackson makes a connection with his running back, Derrick Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson going to keep it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Eagles 31, Ravens 28. Tyler Luke will take the off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Handoff to Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Hey, no more. Hey, south. 19 Texas. 11. Robbie.
Now Stroud. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. That turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Stroud completes this out wide. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown, Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheed. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Play action. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here we go. 18. Under.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
All right.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one was going to blow up in their faces. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Lester on the return. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here comes second down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing after that. That's right, guys.
This ain't what you want.
Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Jackson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here comes second down. Jackson will throw again. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 4.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Jackson to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
2nd and 19 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Jackson's pass.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.